Let's drew it again. Haven't played this little piggy in a while. They are really good. CHUK-E, your toys have +4 attack and are villains. This one can let you do some really cool things that I don't fully understand. And Geppetto. You know, let's play CHUK-E. I don't think I have any upgrades. Oh, I got a couple. Yeah, I got a few upgrades. So let's see. What do we want? Our toys have +4 attack and they are villains. I don't think there's anything that can really let us take advantage of that effect in the deck build here. There's some good cards that are worth looking out for. I don't know why Super Pan is here. They're not Fae, they're villains, so yeah. I do want the Crab Dragoon. I think Crab Dragoon is good. I think Super Pan is good. I just don't know if they're relevant to this deck. Sinbad, yeah, this seems fine to me. There's no real reason why it's like Prickles instead of Fiver or whatever, but whatever. Sure. I just really like Crab Dragoon. I think Crab Dragoon is fantastic. I'm going to go with Shmi. I just like Shmi. It's not super relevant. Let's go with the wind-up toy, just because it is a toy, and hey, sometimes you gotta do. Alright. This is when I'm attacked, get a bonus. Yeah, I didn't even get attacked. This is also, I'm just gonna grab some toys for a while. They're not especially, like, good synergy or anything. They just happen to have that bonus. And hopefully, that bonus attack is gonna really let us carry, how do I say this? Hopefully that bonus attack is just going to allow us to get through that early game and not get killed early. Let's see. I could either go for an extra shop with Beanie Baby or I could go with the wind-up toy. I think that an early common treasure would be nice. Let's see. I'm just going to go with the Lucky Chest. That's just investing in the future. And probably we can afford to do that because we do have the +4 attack, helping us actually make some value before that all happens. I think I'm just going to go with the Presence of Gaia in the front row here and see how that goes. Really, I shouldn't have Wind-Up Toy in my first spot because we want them blocking, right? They get a bonus when they're attacked. So let's actually do that. And let's put Shmi in the front until we get something better than that. Fae Hero. None of these are really relevant, but I do like Tink, so sure. What else? Silvery Moon? I could go for a Silvery Moon on Forgotten Prison. I don't think it's super good, but it is... Well, actually, Prickles is when a character in front of me is attacked, which is what we care about for Wind-Up Toy. Sure, let's go with Prickles instead. I was thinking of going into that other one, but I forgot its name immediately. And now I can't talk about it, because it's hard to talk about things that you can't remember the name of. Great. Katamari's pretty cool. It also counts as all types, which is cool. It's funny that it says villain all types. What that means is all types, but it gained villain from CHUK-E. But it's funny, because it usually would say toy villain. Anyway. I think there's just like not a lot of stuff that cares about villains. There's like a lot of treasures care about villains. Probably the right direction for CHUK-E is just to try and get as many treasures as you can. So maybe something like Daughter of Athena is actually relevant. I don't know. Interesting thought. The question is just, do I want any of these more than I want what I have? And you know what? Yeah, Shmi's not doing anything. Let's get Katamari over Shmi. I do like Fairy Dragon a lot, but again, I don't really have the treasures to back it up yet. I think I'll just meet in the tavern. Actually, Spoiled Prince. No, Spoiled Prince is when you get a toy. Right, I always forget about Spoiled Prince. Let's do it. Place Prickles with Spoiled Prince. So Spoiled Prince is doing nothing right now. They're just a 4/4. But hey, good enough sometimes. However, whenever we get a new toy, which includes both buying and summoning, that's why it's worded that way, they get bonuses. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool right there. None of these are super interesting to me, although we don't really need this 7/5 present. And Davy Jones does a very similar thing, so they might be a better investment. Yeah, that's probably right. Let's do that. Let's take Davy Jones. Let's move them to the front, though. Ooh, now we have a choice. Do we wish to True Love's Kiss something to get an early epic? Or do we just go with the Katamari? And the early epic is nice, but next turn is the epic story. Your story levels up every 2 turns, so 1 and 2 is common, 3 and 4 is uncommon, 5 and 6 is rare, and 7 and 8 is epic. So since we're on turn 6, I'm not super encouraged to do this. That said, it's still good. I'm gonna take the Katamari. Ooh, okay, so I was thinking, okay, I just throw Shamir away. That's probably the right call here. But 3 bags full. We were just talking about how treasures are probably really important for us. The thing is, like, we're gonna get an uncommon treasure. I don't have an encyclopedic knowledge of the treasures in the game, but there are some good ones. I believe uncommon has the, like, hero sword and the villain sword. And if we get the villain sword, that could be relevant, but it's not. I don't think the villain sword's very good. The hero sword is great. The villain sword, not so much. I'm gonna go with it, though. I think it's more interesting. 3 baseball. This cash is in our lucky chest, which is a little bit disappointing. But what do we have? Pixie Dust, Bust from Fae, and give an additional +2. Great. Royal Invitation, your first shop always has characters of your shop's level. That is pretty cool, actually. Yeah, let's go with the Royal Invitation. Just guaranteeing that we're getting this. Since we're turning into an epic next turn, like we talked about, I think that's going to actually have a lot of value to us. Why not toy getting big? Alright, so all epics. BUTS. None of them are toys, or villains for that matter. We have a little bit of... We have no farewell, actually. Sorry. Well, I guess we have Davy Jones. Davy Jones can go with Daisy Jones. That's kind of intentional, I assume. Champ of Eternity and Stinky both do kind of the same thing. When Stinky gets attacked, they deal damage to something random equal to the damage they took. Whereas Champion of Eternity, when it gets attacked, it just guarantees, big air quotes on guarantees, guarantees that it kills the attacker. And that is very good. So the question just becomes which one is more relevant. I think I like Champion of Eternity better, which is weird because Stinky has more health. But you can attack by like something that's pretty, you know, has like low attack, high defense, and it's just nice to be able to take things out with Champion of Eternity. I'm gonna replace Tink with that. Oh, they're a toy! I forgot Champion of Eternity was a toy. Oh, they're extra valuable. That's awesome. That said, Goodie Bag, but also Magnificent. Ooh, okay. So Goodie Bag is probably one of the best, like, characters in the entire game, honestly. Like, it took me some time, but I think they might be, they might, yeah, they're one of the best. They really are really strong. However, Magnificent is specifically villain payoff. And I just would really like some villain payoff to make me feel like I'm doing something cool here. And not just, like, to actually get some value out of CHUK-E. I think that'd be fun. So I think I'm gonna do that. Which means I think I replace... Do I replace Davy Jones? Yes, I replace Davy Jones. Cool. Alright, let's go. Bap. Bap, beautiful. Unfortunate about them, but that's okay. And beautiful, great. Nailed it. You're a villain, right? Yeah, they're the only royal in the game, weirdly. It's like, I assume it's the type they're not planning on actually using, and so it's like the only thing that has royal on it. Alrighty! Mockingbird, it's a toy, so it's a villain. Ogre Magi, always a villain, and Scar, always a villain. Mockingbird is great, but it's specifically an Animal Matters character, so it might not pay out. I think it's just really strong anyway. And I'm worried that Spoiled Prince isn't scaling fast enough for it to matter. However, I will give it the benefit of the doubt, and I will take Mockingbird over the Katamari. Okay. Misty is a toy, which I always forget because it does not look like one. Support. When you summon a character, improve my support by +1. Very interesting card. I've never really made it work, but it is... It's just that we're not going summons, so it's probably not going to be relevant to us. I think that what we do here is we just throw Misty in the trash, And that will give Magnificent an extra treasure hoard. So it's giving her +3/+3 effectively. Until we get more treasures, then it's even more. We could also instead go for like Stinky, but I don't want to drift our board too much. So let's go with that. It should also buff Spoiled Prince. Yes, it does count as getting a toy. Cool. Good. Good. Okay. Yeah, that's excellent. And we got Scar randomly. Okay, so Kraken is awesome. I love Kraken. When it attacks, if it kills something, give all 3 front row slots +8/+8. Nothing else is super relevant to our board state. And it's a villain, right? Even though CHUK-E says toys matter, they kind of is more like villains matter in a lot of ways. So I think that I'm going to go with that. It is... Did we get rid of Wind-Up Toy? Like, this thing is, it's big, but like, it's not really scaling fast enough. Yeah, let's replace the Wind-Up Toy. It's also an animal, which is going to give extra value to our Mockingbird, so that's pretty fun. I don't care about any of these. I could either cast a spell just to hopefully, you know, not take any damage, or I could dump Guardian of the Grove in the trash. I think that's the right play. It just means that if we see Guardian of the Grove again, we might be able to get a treasure out of them, and I would love to get a treasure out of them. I think that high-level treasures are one of the better payouts when it comes to villains. Okay, we didn't get our hunt. That's a shame. We do get dead, I guess. Cool. Dang, none of these are relevant either. Pied Piper, Conan, Titania. I guess we just take Twinkle Twinkle and hope the next thing's better. Ooh, okay. We have a choice to make now. We could go with a Two-Headed Dragon or a Medusa. They're both villains. They're not toys, but they're villains, and that's cool. However, we have True Love's Kiss. And True Love's Kiss can give us a secret rare. I love my Kraken, but not only will the secret rare keep all bonuses the Kraken has received, including that treasure hoard. I don't know. It's going to be cooler, right? Let's do it. We got to do it. We got to do it. If you give the opportunity to True Love's Kiss, a legend, you got to take it. I don't super care for Doppelganger, but sure, I guess. I wonder where I should put them. I guess I'll put them second. Sure. I'm a little bit worried about that. That's not... Okay, do I get to summon a Jack as big as their Jack, or... Okay, yeah, that worked. Doppelganger is strong. It's just, like, weird strong. Sorry, why did your stuff go up by +4? I did not follow that. Cool. Abracadabra, get a bonus shop of all spells is pretty dang good. I could use just raw value. Like, unless Mockingbird gets lucky and summons something cool, it's just... I don't know. I'm gonna go with Abracadabra. Okay. Huh. I could just go for another shop. That's probably the right play here. Yeah. I will say, I don't think Spoiler Prince is not growing fast enough. I've never really used them. I always feel like Charlotte should be a toy. They just look like a little mechanical spider to my brain. I don't know. It's weird. Titania and Merlin. Merlin is absolutely busted and just not really relevant to our build. I think I want to go with the Mix and Macho. And I want to invest those stats in... I'm going to go with Doppelganger. Ooh, Punching Bag. So, it is a toy. It's an 11-13. Is that relevant? No. But I do get the bonus. I mean, I guess they're growing a bit. I don't know. Okay, so our Doppelganger does get a little bit bigger, which is nice. Not amazing. Ooh, Kraken. Even then, we don't get the Kraken. Oh, am I dead? Oh, that's not good. I think we take the Frankenstein. This is a doctor. The question becomes the Mockingbird. Has this been doing enough for us? I don't think it has. It's really hard to say what it's going to summon, so it could do something for us, but I'm going to go with the Frankenstein's Doctor. Okay, so Chip on the Ship is one of the biggest payouts for toy build. However, it cares about toys that want to die, right? A lot of toys have farewells, and we just don't have a board that cares about that. We have none of the toys that have farewells. So I just don't think it's relevant to our board. Mimic is when you recruit a ranged character. I gain ranged. Same is true for a bunch of other stuff, which is fun. Not going to grow fast enough, though. I guess we could just throw Mimic in the trash for now. I guess in that case, we should probably go Chip on the Ship, then. Yeah, sure. The thing is, I just don't have enough treasures, right? I've got doing this weird, like, treasure hoard build without the treasures to support it. Yeah, we're just dead. Nah, that's just it. That was nothing. Third place on turn 13. Yeah, it was an undeserved win if we made it, so I don't really mind. It didn't come together. I think you really need to focus more on either really go hard on treasures would have been a lot better, or really go for summons, right? Like, we have that Chip in the Ship down the line, and we weren't ready for them, and it was wasted potential. Chemical Dragon's great, and they're a villain. I just did a CHUK-E run, and I lost on turn 13. So I could try and redeem CHUK-E. You know, I say yeah. I say we try and redeem the CHUK, because that wasn't it. And so I think I know what I need to do. I need to focus on Chip on the Ship and really try to get as many summons as I can. I didn't have a summon board. I just had toys and villains, and it wasn't enough. I need to go summons. So that's the goal this time around. I'm gonna go with Shmi. I like Shmi as a good opener. It's just a solid body. And we'll go with the Evil Stepmother. Villains are going to be easier to recruit, so that is great. There's just more of them, so it's technically easier to do it. Both Puck is good, and of course our Gingerbread House. This does care about dying, which is sort of more important than the summon part. I just said summon because, generally speaking, is that. But it's really more of a farewell thing that we're caring about. And let's go with Busted Bot. I mean, it's not really mattering yet, because we're not doing the Busted Bot yet. We're not going to keep Busted Bot to the end, is what I mean to say. But, legit, you know? That worked. Next. Did I have an 8-2 bot pilot? Why? I didn't follow that, actually. Just to get our quest done, let's take the Forgotten Present, because it is a villain. And that can give us, ooh, villains in your shop at +2/+2. That will pay out this game. Beauteous. We'll take the leveled up Busted Bot. It is getting, because of the ring, it's getting +2/+2, and then it also has +1 from being silver. That's just a thing about silver. Symmetry is a tree, Cowardly Lion is an animal, and Pirate is an animal who is also a pirate. I'm just going to take Twinkle Twinkle. Generally speaking, at this point in the game, Twinkle Twinkle is really strong, assuming you think you can survive the next match, because none of these are better than a 4/4, I would say. I do like Pirate a lot, don't get me wrong, but I'd rather the next thing I recruit to be bigger than these things are starting. Good. Great. How big is this bot? Something's buffing it by 4. Oh, I'm an idiot. It's CHUK-E. Yeah, of course. Your toys have +4 attack. Great. Okay, cool. Excellent. I got there. Space Ranger Woody will help us find more toys. That's great. And we don't need our Stepmother anymore, so let's get rid of them. We got our Busted Bot going up to gold to give us a common treasure, or we can go with Forgotten Present. Honestly, I'm not sure how useful a common treasure is right now. I think going hard into treasures is really useful in this situation. However, I don't think we got the best one for villains, right? We got the ring. So I think that's I think that makes sense. I'm gonna go with the Frigate out of the present. Alright, so we have that, and I don't care for this board at all. So Silvery Moon seems like the way to go. I could also just, like, put in down a Minotaur. Like, we have villain-based stuff more than we have toy-based stuff at the moment. And they're just a 9/6. Like, that's just good. But, it is hard to say, honestly. I think I'm just going to go with the Silvery Moon and see if we can get a... I don't know. What do we want to silver? I guess try and silver the Space Ranger Woody. Just because then we can maybe get a gold Space Ranger Woody. And that would give us a nice uncommon treasure. And we could use an uncommon treasure. As much as I think common treasures are not as valuable to us right now, the uncommon is. So let's go with that. And that seems reasonable. None of these are really relevant to us, but we could really use more material on the board. How much do we have when it comes to slot buffs? No, this one's not going to go off for a long time. Achilles can be good, but they don't have any support currently, and they're more likely to buff our opponents than really help us. I think we just go for Presence of Gaia, and let's do it in the Busted Bot location. Because this is going to summon another thing, both the Busted Bot is getting +2/+2, and the Bot Pilot, when it spawns, will also get +2/+2. So that's the benefit of slot buffs. And I think we just do it again. No, Shivering Foam Fairy is actually really good. I think it's really easy to underestimate this one. Especially when you're still trying to like get into the later game. But how many Fae am I going to buy this game? It's just like... not really the game plan. I'm just going to go with Presence of Gaia. We're planning on doing summons eventually, right? I think that's where we have to focus. And if that's the goal, we can start by getting as many slot buffs as we can early. This is because of exactly what I said before, right? The slot buffs are going to compound. So really, if you're going summons and you don't have any slot buffs, they're just like 1/1s and they don't do a ton. But if you have like +20/+20 in all your slots, suddenly they do a lot. None of these are super relevant, though. And, I think I might go with the Karma Chameleon. There's no way they're gonna slay, but wouldn't it be funny if they did? Like, think about that, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Okay, let's silver. Yeah, never punish. Let's go. Ooh, Combustible Dragon. So this is not a toy, but it does have a farewell, and it is a villain baseline. I think it's very strong. However, it's doing damage based on its treasure hoard value. What that means is, it has treasure hoard 2. That means it's getting +2/+2 per treasure we have. So you look at that total bonus, and that's how much damage it's doing. In this case, that means it's doing 2 damage. So, not great, but if we can get more treasures, could be really, really good. I think they're just better than our Space Ranger Woody. Even though Space Ranger Woody is better, is bigger right now, I think they're better in the long run. I'm gonna go with that. We could have also gone, I'm realizing that I missed an opportunity, we could have also gone, holy crap, we got it. That's wild. What? I did not expect the Chameleon to get there. Okay. I could have gone for... Santa Claus. Santa Claus summons toys when they take damage as long as they survive. Holy crap. Okay. Oh, we didn't get... Okay, I didn't expect that. I really thought the Karma Chameleon was going to give us a legend because they attacked and they hunted, but they died. So they didn't transform until our turn 7, until we hit the Epic Shop. But they technically, I guess the transform trigger happened during the combat step, and so it counted as being turn 6. That's disappointing. So, Robin Hood is actually very cool. They're not relevant to our build, but they're rad. And Barrel of Monkeys is a pirate. So, Robin Hood, when you recruit a pirate, give both of us +10 attack. So this is going to be a pretty swole Barrel of Monkeys, which is awesome. I think it's time to get rid of Gingerbread House. So we will take these giant monkeys. And honestly, Misty's looking pretty okay this game because of summons, right? But we'll have to see if that ends up making sense later. It's hard to say at this point. I think I'm going to actually go with Combustible in the front. Yeah, do that. Alright. I am wondering. So, Frankenstein, toy villain, it's going to get bigger whenever any character is KO'd, which includes all of our monkey summons, making them very, very strong pick. However, more slot buffs could really be useful. This guy's giving slot buffs, but so few, so, like, slowly. I don't think it's worth it. Are you a toy? You are a toy. I couldn't remember if this is a toy or not. It's an action figure, I guess, but it's unclear. I'm just going to take the Frankenstein. It's just really strong, and I'm going to replace it with Forgotten Treasure. Sorry, Forgotten Present. Let's see. I guess we want something like this. Yeah, that seems reasonable, although a slot buff would be better, so let's move it that way. Yeah, great. So, they die, they shoot somebody, the Robin Hood attacks, it's ranged, so that's really useful. Busted Bot is going to not die. Okay, cool. Great. We need a more destructive board. Fire-breathing Dragon is a ranged dragon, which can be very, very nice, but not really relevant to what we're doing. Ace of Hearts is just big. That's fun. I think that I'm really happy with our current board. I think I'm just going to do all for one. We probably are going to replace the Combustible Dragon, but we'll see. Frankenstein goes to silver. And there it is, Brick Monster. Have +3/+3 for each toy you have recruited or summoned this entire game. They don't need to see it. It just needs to have happened. Yeah, that is going to outperform our Combustible Dragon, I am sure. Robin is not doing a ton, honestly, which is a shame, but yeah, they're ranged. Range is powerful. We'll probably replace them, but we'll see. So, the problem with the Brick Monster is that it didn't die, and so it didn't have an empty slot. Dang, Frankenstein grows fast. They're already a 50-50? Yeah, no, Frankenstein good. Frankenstein very good. Okay. What do we got? Robin Hood's not doing anything for us, and I love Spirit Dragon. They're not really relevant to the build, I just like them, and they are a summon. And so because just summons in general are kind of relevant to us right now, they might be good. We really probably should replace our Busted Bot. It's been maybe too long. However, there's also Jasmine Dragon, and while we only have one treasure to our name, every time you get a treasure that you get an extra shop is very, very good. Well, not every time you get a treasure, but like, basically. I'm going to go with the Twinkle Twinkle, because I think no matter what I buy here, I'm going to end up replacing it immediately. So we'll go with the Twinkle Twinkle instead. Okay, interesting. Huh. So Combustible Dragon just got replaced. Are they better than Robin Hood? No, they're not. None of these are good, actually. Like, we could take Billy Bones just to give Robin Hood an extra +10 attack, which is good, don't get me wrong. It's just kind of a waste of that floating +4/+4 bonus. I think I'm just going to go with the Presence of Gaia to make our slot buffs more impactful. Put it over here with Busted Bot. Go! Alright, Robin Hood attacks. Honestly, Robin Hood, pretty good. Not doing anything special for us, but just pretty good. Alright, we summon with Bot Pilot. That's great. Oh, yeah. Frankenstein loves eating monkeys. That sounds gross. I didn't say that. Yeah. Honestly, though, like, Robin Hood worked. I did not expect them to do so much work there. That's right. All hands on deck is just bonus attack. Spoiled Prince can grow, but I feel like they're a bit slow. That said, Barreled Monkeys summons monkeys, and every summon counts for Spoiled Prince. Frankenstein's getting +2/+2 whenever a character is KO'd. Spoiled Prince is going to get +4/+4 whenever one of these monkeys is summoned. It's going to grow, but is it going to grow fast enough? And I think the answer is nah, especially since we want the Barreled Monkeys in the back line. Spoiled Prince is going to just die if I put them in the front. If I put them in the back, the Barreled Monkeys doesn't get to go off. I guess we could put Frankenstein in the front and hope that they can just survive. But then we're summoning less monkeys. Nah, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. We're just going to go with all hands on deck. And there's the monkeys. Let's go. So this is going to eat our +4/+4 bonus. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Gives us a bonus shot because it's silver. Scarecrow's just a toy with a quest. I think they're pretty... I I've succeeded in their quest like once. Honestly, the thing is, epic treasures are really good. I probably should value Scarecrow more. It's just really hard to take up a slot on the board, but Robin Hood's kind of mid. I guess Busted Bot's also pretty mid right now. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the Scarecrow. I'm not promising that I'm going to complete the quest. I might replace them, but I'm going to go with it because there's just a decent chance. Like, epic treasures are just strong, and I'm really lacking on treasures, and I kind of have a flex spot on this board as it is. Right? We're doing really well. I think I can afford the tempo loss. Okay, so I need to pick 7 cards. It's going to take a long time unless I get some silvers. I think we just go with the Pyrat to buff up the Robin Hood. There's such a weird random include. They just happen to be here. True Love's Kiss. I have no legends on my board. So there's not really much to gain. I could turn a epic into a legend, but I can just buy legends. Like, I don't think that's that valuable. The benefit is that it keeps all its bonuses, so we could turn like Frankenstein into a random legendary that has plus 80, and that could be really good, but I don't think it's going to be better than Frankenstein is. And then again, maybe they're growing too slow at this point. Maybe that starting stat line of 80 on top of the legend is going to be more useful. You know what? I'm going to try it. I love True Love's First Kiss, so we're going to send it. That is not very interesting, but okay. Give the characters in front of me plus 20 health. That kind of sucks. I'm going to put it over like this. It means that Barrel Monkeys gets to die last. I'm hoping we can transform them again, because they're not... That was a bad deal. That was a bad deal. I did not like that. No. Okay. Eureka. Okay. Eureka is cool if we have a mage. I don't think we do, unfortunately. So we don't get to see a new shop, which is a real shame because of Scarecrow over here, which could have very much benefited from that. I think it might still be worth it, though. 7/7's decent bonus stats. Let's just give it to Robin Hood. They're doing a lot of work with going to attack. We'll take the Silver Scarecrow, because that's going to roll us into a new shop. We get Eureka again, but still, unfortunately, we don't have the benefit. I could take Long John. They're a pirate. They'll silver or brick monster. Yeah, okay. Long John silver. Great. So I think Carl Hungus is fine. I don't think I have anything to worry about them. There's a little, like, they have a pretty scary looking board, but it's just not big enough, I don't think. I think we should be okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Actually, that's growing kind of a lot. Do they have better monkeys than us, is the question. Yes, so far, yes. Yes, no, they oh, that's bad for me. That's not good. All right, both of the top 2 are pretty strong. I will take the Long John Silver once more, just for the silvering and rolling into a new board and getting the bonus on our Robin Hood. I will... Ooh, do I want to Midas Touch something? So this won't give us a legendary treasure, or a treasure at all, but it will allow the thing we hit to be doubled. I think we hit the brick monster. Because the way that doubling works, right? Normally you double the bonus of something. If I hit something like Robin Hood, for example. From now on, when you recruit a thing, Robin Hood will get plus 20 attack. Ooh, that's nice. However, if I hit Brick Monster says I have plus 3/+3 for each toy you've ever recruited this game. Or summoned. And so, if Brick Monster's ability is doubled, shouldn't that double his stats? I think the answer is yes, so I'm going to do that. We also got, yeah, it worked. Look at that. It's ever. Scarecrow finishes their quest. That could be relevant. Each fight, give a character plus 10. Boring. When you hunt, I have no hunt characters. I think we have to go with Pandora's Box and just hope we don't die. We luckily have a lot of hearts, so we probably should be able to survive. But it is a little bit scary. These all suck. I'm going to take the Over the Rainbow. I'm really, really hopeful that Titania just, like, gets to start doing... Like, I hope I can level Titania up into something else, because... Oh, losing that, it was a gamble. I'm not going to say it was a misplay, but it was a gamble, for sure. Over the Rainbow, and we're back at Jeffrey M. Lash. And they wrecked us last time, and I don't think this time's gonna be any different. Ooh, that's not great. No. Well, wait. Okay. Okay. Very good. We know we can beat them. Gingerbread oven. Okay, that is awesome, actually. So gingerbread oven is the random treasure that Pandora's box turned into, and it says, when one of your characters is KO'd, give your other characters +3. +3 is not a lot, but because we have the barrel of monkeys, it is going to add up. Now, usually when a barrel of monkey dies, the only people on the board are other monkeys. However, all summons, if they are buffed, keep those buffs for the next time you summon them. So it's still relevant. That is awesome. Dang, why is white whale so big? Whew. Dang. This is always 36, 36? That's awesome. I'm just going to Stroke of Midnight here. I don't think any of these are relevant to us. And Golden Barrel of Monkeys. Not only is it doubled, which is awesome, it also is going to give us an epic treasure. However, we could turn Titania into a different legend. I think we go with the Barrel Monkeys. I don't think the bonus of doubling a Barrel Monkeys is not actually that great. It's only 2/2 monkeys instead of 1/1 monkeys. However, because they caught the over the rainbow bonus, it's gonna be a legitimately significant upgrade. I think it's worth it. Okay. Dragon's Crown. All your characters have Treasure Hoard. That means currently all of them are getting +3/+3. That's not much. Parting Gift, on the other hand, doubles our Farewell abilities. That said, currently our Farewell abilities flood the entire board, making going off twice irrelevant. Bo Peep's Crook says each fight give your animals +2 for each animal you have. I do have an animal, but it's the only animal. These are all real bad for us. The idea that we're definitely going to replace Scarecrow eventually, so if we replace them with, say, a thing with a Farewell, the Parting Gift could be relevant. I think Parting Gift is just so powerful. I think it's the most powerful one of these, so I'm going to take it, but it's not currently useful. It's not advancing our current board state. Okay, Mysterious Egg. That was a good pull. We like that. Okay, they get their Blackbeard hunt. Blackbeard is one of those characters that is absolutely ridiculous. Last time, we killed them before they killed us, which was great, but not this time, so yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. I think we lose this, just like last time. Oh, wait, they used to have, oh right, the Mysterious Egg was their monkeys. So even though they did have monkeys and their monkeys were better than ours, we got rid of them with the Stroke of Midnight. Let's do that again! Interesting. So once again, I could double something's ability, which is maybe relevant. Probably not. Like, these two are not really relevant to our build. They're just kind of here. Kraken is awesome. Love Kraken. However, not really. The benefit is that they're a pirate, so they are going to get +10. So they're actually going to be a 28-18, which is much, like, that's significant, right? That's significant. So that might be the right thing. Woody is interesting, though. They are going to give us a shop full of toys, which we want in theory, although I don't know who is relevant at this stage in the game, unfortunately. Additionally, they're going to give us an uncommon treasure. Is that relevant? I don't know. I'm not sure if that does much, you know? I think we go with the Kraken. It probably won't hunt at this stage in the game, which is a real shame, but it's cool and I like it. And Scarecrow is not bigger, so sure. I think that means we put Robin Hood in the back, which unfortunately means Titania is just going to sit here in the front of being a 100-100. It's not good. It's not, oh, yeah. Oh, you're telling me there's a, no, there's not. There's not a chance. Backdoor range, though. That's nice. Okay, so we are winning this round. That's great. It's the other character we have to really deal with, which we can't yet. +7/+7. We don't have any mages. I am pretty sure. So, +7/+7 is maybe fine. We can also just go with Davy Jones, which is going to give our Robin Hood +10 attack. Is that good enough? Maybe. At this stage in the game, a ranged character being able to hit for 100 is probably significant. But is that better than getting them +7/+7? Yeah, I'm going to do it. Long John Silver hit gold, which, great. That also silvers our Kraken, which is maybe relevant, but it's going to give us a legendary treasure, which, ooh, okay. Excalibur, buffs to your heroes are doubled. I don't think that is going to be relevant for us. Oh, technically a hero. Shield of Achilles can really help you pivot, +30/+30 to a bronze character in your shop. However, Hand of Midas is one of my favorite treasures in the game. It makes a random character golden in the first shop each turn. Now, we already have... We don't. I'm thinking of a different game. Never mind. But if a random character is golden and then you buy them, that's a treasure. So it gives you a treasure every game if you're willing to buy that character. And since we have hearts, even though it's not impacting our board now, it might be enough to keep us in the game later. So, they did not get the hunt off on their Blackbeard. That is crucial. However, they're already doing better than us, and we haven't even broken their barrel monkeys yet. They have way better slot bonuses than us, so I think we just lose at this point. Yes. Yes, we do. What is giving Caesar hunt? So Caesar has hunt from... Oh, bounty contract, yes. So bounty contract is meaning that all of these are actually able to hunt when they attack. So they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Very scary. Okay. Okay. So we get a golden Captain Hook. This might actually... Is this worth anything? Again, we can't hunt. But if we could... But we can't. But if we could... It's possible that what we actually really want to do is put, like, Kraken in the back so it can, like, finish something off. And that could be relevant. We really want those slot bonuses from Kraken. But the question here is, do we take this to the shop? Or do we take this to the trash? Or do we take this to our board? And it's just, it's not... It's really strong if you can make it work. And I can't. So I think we just throw it in the trash and hope the treasure saves us. Statue of Olympus is pretty good. Excalibur, we saw Shield of Achilles. Do we want Shield of Achilles? Like, oh, we could really use that bonus. The Kraken, as we mentioned before, is struggling because it's just not big enough. And anything we buy at this point in the game is going to have that same problem. Our board is a mess. I'm going to take the Statue of Olympus. It has potential, but it probably won't do anything. I'm going to roll this with Lost in the Woods. I really am looking for either a way of dealing with Titania, because we completely messed that up. And if we can save those stats and move them into a secret rare, it could be incredibly powerful. A lot of secret rares have low stats and have big abilities, so it could be huge. But we have to find it first. And the problem is, we have to survive. And I think we just lose this match. We do get to roll one more time with Gingerbread House, so there's always a chance. That's it. Now, if we take in that Achilles shield, something like Pied Piper, instead of being a 1/1, is a 30/30, and that's cool, but not relevant to our current build. Just kind of interesting. It's theoretically, I guess, a little bit relevant, because you could put the Kraken's an animal, and Pied Piper could be in the back. You know, there's certainly an option there that 30 to all of our monkeys could have saved us because they're just not big enough. But no, we just lose this is the problem. I see 0% chance this is actually gonna work for us. Well, nothing for it. Let's take +2 attack. It's not gonna be enough though. We either wait a minute, what? Wait, I'm pretty sure. Wait, we can beat Carl Hungus. We couldn't beat the other player. Wait a minute. If Carl... Okay, see, this is the... Okay, so something I haven't talked about much is that this is asynchronous. There is not live lobbies yet, unless you do a private lobby with friends. And in the asynchronous lobbies, you're playing against saved boards from other people's past runs. So you're not playing against bots. You're playing against actual player-made decisions. However, they're not decisions made... They're made sort of in a vacuum. They're not made using your game's data. And so I feel like Carl Hungus should have lost against the other. I wasn't scared about Carl Hungus. I was scared about the other player whose name I've forgotten because it's not sitting in front of my screen right now. But for some reason that player lost against Carl Hungus. Like maybe there's some scam on their board now, or I don't think the game simulates the opponent's attacking. But I don't know how it determines them either, and it must determine them somehow, because... I mean, I think we win. You know what? Or I'm just wrong, and Carl Hungus was the player with the barreled monkeys, and I'm just an idiot. That's also possible. Yeah, no, we just lose. Never mind. I'm just wrong, actually. We do just lose. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's cool. Yeah. What we probably should have done was bought like a Medusa to try and deal with that barrel of monkeys. Because it was like the biggest threat. We didn't even break the barrel this time though. Wow. Wow. Second place. Turn 18. Honestly, deserved. Like, I don't think that we were in a lobby. And we had a good board, but it wasn't a great... Like, this is not a great board. It's enough to win some games. I win some games on turn, like, 13, right? Like, it's totally reasonable. But this board's bad. It's got Robin Hood with no other pirate synergy. It's got Brick Monster, which is doing fantastic, don't get me wrong. This guy's actually carrying. And it's got Barreled Monkeys. And then it's just got Titania in the front row. Like, this is nothing. This is nothing. And yes, that wasn't a mistake. That was intentional. I just, like, couldn't afford her in the back row as far as I'm concerned. Ugh. That True Love's Kiss. What a gamble. Did not pay off. Sometimes you gamble and sometimes it doesn't pay off, you know? Whew.